Everything in this reality is just a game, even your zodiac sign. What if I told you we came back on this planet to detach from our zodiac sign? That's why spiritual teachers always say, know thyself, because we've been programmed before we came into this physical world. And it started with the zodiac sign, or I should say, the Wheel of Fortune. Remember this TV show? This is a classic TV show, so I know people remember this, but how about this Wheel of Fortune? We call this the Zodiac, but in the universe, it's known as the Wheel of Fortune. Can I tell you what the enemy really did to our spirits? Do you really want to know what they did to our spirits? If you don't have spiritual knowledge, that means you don't have spiritual protection, and other spirits can take your spirit and sell it throughout the universe. Certain life forms in the universe that really bid on our spirits. They take our spirit and put it on the zodiac wheel. You know what they do after that? They spin the wheel, and whatever zodiac sign your spirit land on, that will be your zodiac. This is an old universal game old souls play. What's your zodiac sign? This wheel is connected to our life path and certain journeys we must go through in life. If you notice, some people land on the Wheel of Fortune and become rich, and some people are born extremely poor. It all depends, where did your spirit land at on the zodiac wheel or the Wheel of Fortune? You ever ask yourself that question, why some people are born rich and why some people are born poor? It's because it's programmed within your light. This reality is so dense and so heavy because of the material world that it actually traps everything that's taking place right now in LA between ICE and immigration will lead to a civil war, martial law, or a lockdown. Trump sends 2,000 National Guard troops to LA. Really? I don't want people to forget that they made a movie called Civil War in 2024. Once again, they do not make these movies for your entertainment. They don't give a fuck if you are happy, sad, or not. They have a mission. Part of this mission is to lock down the people again. So many people say, we want freedom. We want freedom. Well, the Statue of Liberty represents liberty. Liberty and freedom, not the same thing. But this video is about to get a little deep. Stay with me. In 3 more days, we will have the strawberry full moon. Why is this important? Because everything is connected to the moon. The moon is ice cold. And when we die, they put us on ice. They are trying to tell us that we are dead. That's why we keep hearing these stories about immigration and ICE. When you look at the last 3 letters in police, you get ICE. Anytime there is a major attack, they say ISIS did it. The word police just means pole ice because there is a pole separating us from life and death. When we die, they say we are ice cold. When you do something bad, they say your heart is ice cold. Everything is about duality. If the sun represents heat, the moon represents cold. What's taking place right now in LA is just something small. By the way, LA is known as the city of angels. What we are seeing and hearing is all about order out of chaos. They come in and do all the chaos, then they bring in the order. So right now we are only seeing one half of the story, which is all about chaos. When these people come in, this will be order. Do not be surprised if people start having curfews, when we are not allowed to go outside, when we are not allowed to go to the store. This shit is a real thing. All these major events is connected to the moon. ISIS, ice cold. Let me break down how the moon works. The moon take all of our energy, all of us, and they give it right back to us. That's why these people keep staging these events like this, because they use all of our emotions, all of our energy, our hatred, our love, and they push it right back to us. But I don't want people to forget how these operations really work. And I don't want you to forget that Elon Musk did make a tweet speaking about Trump. And a couple days later, all hell break loose in LA. So is this a distraction or is it a real event? Yes, it's a real event and also a distraction. Strawberry 3 moon is in 3 days. Friday the 13th is coming up right after the full moon. If you want to know more about these events, check out my link in my bio.